Hello, today is a rainy day here in Yailo, so I'm sitting under a shelter for the rain, and I have here a cup of cacao with me. There is my painting stafflier, whatever it's called, as well as some paints, and there I got two canvas which actually haven't been opened yet or painted on. So yeah, I'm sitting here, and today has been a bit a strange day in one sense for me. Feeling a bit tired, getting up in the morning and realizing I've gone too late to bed the night before. So not really feeling so inspired, or not with the best energy to go out and seize the day, so to speak. And also the rain puts a bit of an obstacle for standing outside painting. In the end I found this place, so I figured, okay, this is a good place to be. But so far, as these unused brushes and canvas and everything witness, no painting so far. I've simply been sitting here with my cacao, taking it in, sipping it in slowly, and having closed my eyes and done some meditation and just kind of given myself some time to sink in and feel better. So I think that's actually what I wanna be sharing today. I wanna, of course, use the Mayan energy of today as a sort of guideline, I guess. The energy of today in the Mayan calendar is called Tzikin. It's called 6 Tzikin, and that's always been a special day for me. It was the day 7 years ago now when I'm sure that Lea, our daughter, was conceived, and I have a good friend who has this energy of 7 Tzikin. Tzikin is the eagle. It's reckoned as the messenger. It's the higher perspective. It's being able to attain the higher perspective and also have connection with earth, with action, the ability to take action. So the day of today is a good day for connecting with the vision, the higher vision, so to speak. It can be a good day also to connect with, or kind of take a look at your own dreams and the messages that may be brought from the higher mind or the unconscious, the subconscious mind to our waking mind. When we take the time to meditate a bit upon the meaning of our dreams. And it's also an energy that's associated with abundance, spiritual abundance, material abundance, working hand in hand, being two sides of the same coin, so to say. So this good friend that I mentioned, who is born on this Mayan day sign, 6 Tzikin, happens to be the person whom in Norway is he has the gift of being a channeler. So there has been for quite some years now an entity which is the name of, or the title of this entity is Iliuka, and this higher being, this entity, which from my point of view is I guess normally operating or normally existing in a sort of higher level or dimension to ours. This entity has been interacting with mostly people in Norway or here in Scandinavia for quite some years, and I've had the pleasure to meet him and join one of the, or several of the councils where people who attained simply were allowed to ask questions, personal questions, and the whole point or intention of these meetings was to develop your own life. I guess in all areas, like whatever you felt drawn towards spiritually. But again, you know, the idea is that spirituality is not an isolated thing to itself. It works hand in hand with being connected to practical life or material life, or you know, it's not just about meditating. So I have my gratefulness for having met this person, and I could give a lot of credit to him or this entity Iliuka, but it's also important to appreciate myself for being the one that came there, that made a choice to go there in the first place, and who choose to return, and to honor that motivation within me, which was a true and honest and sincere motivation. And while I've been sitting here today, I've been pondering several things, and one of those that have returned to me as a theme of pondering, it's the understanding of abundance. And this understanding of abundance that I like to reflect upon, it's handed down or presented by another channeled entity known as Bashar. So clearly I'm fascinated, and I find it interesting and meaningful to connect to or to reflect upon the messages given by these so-called channeled entities. And this particular message about abundance from Bashar, it explains how abundance really is something like, I think, well, might not be the 100% correct phrasing, but it has to do with the ability to do what is most needed for oneself to take action on your passion, or to cultivate your passion. So, in other words, I've spoken about this before. In other words, money can be one such means of cultivating your passion. There do exist 4 other means, or 4 other fields or aspects of abundance, which can be necessary to cultivate your passion, your gift for sharing here on earth, and what generates prosperity. So these other aspects of abundance, they are creating trade. It's also sharing gifts. It's also being open to experience synchronicity, like being guided somehow by life itself. And the last form of abundance is our imagination. And through contemplating, or through relating and having a relationship with all of these 5 aspects of abundance, we, at least this is the theory of it, that we always, through using one of these 5 areas in our life, we always have the opportunity to cultivate our passion, to tap into abundance in one area of our life. Not only through money, as is like the dominant belief or way of seeing things nowadays, but it can be tapping into our imagination. It can be realizing that you could make a deal with someone, like a type of relationship forming or trade, making some trade that doesn't necessarily have to do with an exchange of money, but it could be something else, a service, for example. It could be a gift, simply sharing your gift without putting too much attachment to what should come in return, or being open to receive something from life itself, from an unknown source. And being tuned into perceiving life in a synchronistic way, to be open for the possibility that life speaks to us, that we're being guided in various means in our life. All these areas or these topics, they are expressions of abundance, material and spiritual abundance. So me playing with these topics or applying them to myself, my own life, here and now, has led me to make this recording. And to finish off, I'd like to say something nice about cacao. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, that I felt a bit confused, I guess, in myself. What should I do today? I couldn't really go outside, stand out in the rain painting. I was just in this state of not really knowing what to do. And I'd like to add that it is my own choice to have, every weekday I have 3 hours, my own choice, where I give myself the gift or the opportunity, I guess it's a gift, it can also be a challenge, to create, so to say, my own work, to be creative, to have the time to paint, to have the time to sit and drink cacao and tap into my imagination, or do what I feel is most necessary, what I take as, should I say, the most necessary means of cultivating my abundance, of giving power to my passion. And that can be challenging. It can sometimes for me feel like I don't really grasp it, like I can feel, like I've done today, a bit torn between many different areas, like cacao here, painting there, doing recordings there, doing something with my wife, and so on and so on. But today it was a better choice for me to sit and simply connect with the cacao and meditate and give myself this space. So thank you, cacao, energy of cacao, because everything has an energy, and there is, for me at least, and for everyone, there is a unique experience associated with drinking cacao, and experiencing that, I think, is communicating with that spirit, that plant energy spirit of cacao, especially while meditating or doing something that feels right in the moment for me or for you or whoever is drinking it. So thanks, cacao, and thank you, Keith's Cacao, everyone who works to distribute and produce and sell and share the information and this great product. I appreciate its role and its value for many people, including myself, in today's world. So thanks, and have a great day of Tzikin, the bird, the bringer of abundance, the bringer of the higher vision, bird's eye view. Thank you.